happy, healthy, and safe. We are going to do another pick your pile reading. So timestamps will be down below. So go ahead, take a moment, pick your pile, and we will jump right in. Okay, so clearing the energies, pile one. Please, spirit guides, angels, what messages do you have for pile one today? Okay, so pile one, I am hearing, do you want fried chicken with that? So I don't know if someone is maybe at a restaurant or something and someone is selling that, or perhaps asking you that, or they have just recently, I don't know, something to do with, do you want fried chicken with that? Okay, so if that has recently happened to you, there obviously is going to be a message in this pile for you. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Alright. So strange, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so I go your very recent past, your current energies, and your very recent future. So up to 6 months, no more. Okay? 6 months behind you, 6 months ahead of you. I really don't, readings, my readings do not go that far ahead or that far back. Okay, so first you got Four of Cups. Cups. So we're looking at Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. You could be that. Someone around you could be that. And basically, fours represent your structures, your safety, your commitments, your foundations, your everyday. So there is something around that, right? And it could be you or it could be another person in this energy, okay? In your recent past. Six of Pentacles. So around money, it feels like, so with the Force coming your foundations and Pentacles, something healing needs to be around money, it feels like, and it could be involving you in the Cups energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or somebody else around you. Okay. Strength coming through. There needs to be some sort of strength here, or you've had strength dealing with this. The Hierophant energy. Okay, so yeah, in the recent past, it just feels like something has changed your foundations. There's a little bit of illusion here around this. Like, it feels like something was about to be birthed or anew come about, but then it sort of, there was strength here to heal and move past whatever these foundations were, or there's healing and strength needed to create the foundations to birth something new, but there needs to be, it feels like something, it feels like there was a sense of illusion or something around this I'm picking up, okay? Let's get move into your, this is in your recent past, okay? Now, your current energies, you are moving into Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So it does feel like you are moving into this Queen of Cups energy. So, and Cups also, they deal with more your emotional side of things, your what you're flowing, your I feel like you are trying, or you are currently, you have moved into this energy, okay? After, it feels like a change in your finances has brought you up in your head a little bit. But yeah, it feels like a change in finances has kind of brought you up in your mental space. It feels like something needs to be illuminated to you first about moving towards this Queen of Cups energy, okay? Let's dig deeper and find out a little bit more here. Yeah, so it feels like something was a little bit something was a little bit hidden to you about your finances in the past. Okay? And right now, you're kind of just looking towards your finances with fresh eyes. I feel like you're trying to be positive about your finances. It almost feels like, for somebody I'm picking up here, it feels almost like your significant other or a partner or something like that, maybe a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, something like that. Gambling is coming through here, so it's almost like they took a gamble, maybe, on something. I don't know why that's popping through, but something needs to be healed around this, okay? There needs to be strength around this, okay? And I feel like with the Queen of Cups energy, I feel like you're moving into this space where you're trying to stay positive, but it does feel like something is not, something's hidden. I feel like with the Hierophant and the, I feel like there's something hidden here, and that needs to change. I do believe there are children involved here. There's a little, and then, she's got, maybe you're expecting right now or something like that, right? It's strange. But yeah. Oh, let's see how you're feeling here. Okay, I feel like there gossip perhaps around you, or you're a yeah, no, it does. It feels like there's some sort of gossip around you. It feels like something to do with a partner or significant other. It feels like something to do around gambling, and it feels like something to do right now around gossip, okay? They feel, you feel a bit unworthy right now, okay? Yeah, it feels like there's disagreements over this. We do have two in this card. We have like a lighter feminine and a darker masculine. So take that how it resonates. It feels like there's disagreements here about this, okay? Maybe a lot of fighting, that sort of thing. This is damaging right now. It's damaging not only to the both of you, but for if there's children involved here, it's damaging for the children as well. It does feel like third party. Now, third party doesn't necessarily mean an actual third party like a person. It could have to do with this gambling. So the third party in this case that I'm picking up, it has to do around that, I feel. And it feels like, yeah, it feels like there's something there. There was some dishonesty there, okay? Yeah, it does. It feels like, yeah. Yeah, it feels like you just recently discovered almost, because with the change of pentacles, it's like you recently discovered this, right? And you're trying to stay in this Queen of Cups energy. So you could be the feminine, you could also be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That's possible as well. And this has all been illuminated to you. Okay, for one or two of you, this is a situation where there has been dishonesty around a third party, and this has created some damage and feeling of unworthiness, maybe some gossip. But this is only for, one or two of you there. Okay, and yeah. It almost feels like in that situation, perhaps the third party yeah, it almost feels like the third party has gotten pregnant, and this is how perhaps you found out about all this. Wow. Wow. And you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna channel names and stuff because, wow. If this resonates with you, you'll know who you are. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it feels like someone influenced them. So yeah, addictions here for sure. So they could have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol, making this all happen. It feels like you were distracted by something else, and that was so you weren't noticing. It feels very much like they were hiding things. There was a lot of hiding going on here. But it does feel like an observation was made or something was found out about this. In this case, I want to say web of lies because there's a web here. So, okay. Ouch. Okay. What you are moving towards in your near future. Okay, so there's endings here. There's endings to this, basically, to endings to these pentacles, endings to this money problem. Okay, um, but you got devil energy. The devil energy is what spirit wants you to actually entail, if that's the right word, to move past this. So it almost feels like you need that element of strength to move past this, and for you it'll feel like I feel like it'll be hard for you. It will, because you got the Two of Swords, meaning you're up in your mental mind about this partnership. Okay, whether you're doing the right thing. But the Nine of Pentacles, as you can see, they're looking up. So ending this situation probably will be the best thing, even though with the devil energy it'll feel like it's not, because also the devil energy is this temptation with this addiction. So for whoever I'm connecting to, there are a few different ways you can end things. You know, it doesn't mean you have to end a partnership. I mean, if it's a third party partnership where the third party, you know, has a baby, well, technically, you probably want to walk away from that. Just, right? Um, because if they cheated on you in the first place and it got somebody else knocked up, they obviously, you know, they don't value your relationship enough to not cheat on you. Okay. um you do need to, it's a step into stillness, so you do need to take your power back. You need to think about what was illuminated to you. Realize your actual worth in this situation. So don't be tempted by the devil energy, also that coming through, of whoever this is making excuses, promises, false promises that they'll change, that they'll be better. Really, understand that you can't change people's core behaviors. Okay. um and it could be learned behaviors and things like that, perhaps, you know, if their dad is a baby daddy to like four different wives. I mean, that could be, you know, look at that as well. I don't know why that's popping in to my head, why spirit, but that's something also, like, look at past patterns with this person. Don't just take them for who they are. Do you know what I mean? Like, who they say they are, I should say. Like their false promises and whatever. And note this, yeah. Yeah, you really, it says you really need to come into your power. You need to step into the power confidently. So you need to realize your worth and move past whatever this situation is. Okay, let's get a surrender card and a message from the universe, and we will leave it there. Okay, so yeah, your message is surrender to your intuition. So for who I am picking up on here, it feels like you're not connected to your intuition very strongly. It feels like you're distracted by other things. You know, maybe you have children, or maybe you work a lot, or maybe something like that. But Spirit saying, tune into your inner voice, be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Okay, so, if, let's say it's a dude and you're a chick. Let's just say that. It doesn't have to be. But let's say, and maybe a friend brought up that, there's a possible third party situation. Let's say you worked a lot, you didn't really notice, but then the third party brought it up and said, hey, this, trust your gut too. So then question you, and pay attention to your feels. Okay, so often people will say directly to our face, they'll lie right to our face, but we can feel what they're saying is untrue. So even though they might be filling us full of fluff and beauty and whatever, and oh, I could never do that, you're so wonderful, blah 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 blah, but you feel sad, or you feel angry, or you feel like it's what they're saying is not right. It's not giving you the feeling of, yeah, yeah, this is okay, this is whatever. Trust your feels, in the situation, because your mind always wants to override. So you always want to talk yourself out of something that your heart is speaking to you about, right? So just follow that. Okay, trust your intuition. Okay, so that was pile 1, fried chicken. Okay, pile 2, come in pile 2, out pile 1. In with pile 2. Pile 1 seemed to be a lot longer than my other piles. Pile 3 seems to be the shortest pile. They seem to always have the best messages. So if you're after really good messages, go to pile 3. Kidding. It's a joke. Yeah, sort of. Okay, in pile 2. Okay, what do you guys have to say? Let's use different ones here. Okay. Fried chicken. Yeah, so in last pile, I picked up, I kept hearing fried chicken. Do you want fried chicken with that? So, yeah. Alright, so let's use these guys. Okay, for pile 2, what do we have? Please, Spirit. Alrighty. Pile 2. Okay, so your recent past. I believe there was a partnership here. There was maybe new beginnings. Foundations here. You guys were coming together in your partnership. And there was a release of, I want to say in this case, there was a release of your heart, your spirit, and communications were opened up. Okay, so I feel like this is in your recent past. Now, this also, I'm getting a spiritual connection here. So this could be a union with another person, or it could be a connection to spirit. Okay, truly coming through or coming together with spirit, okay, is what I'm feeling from this. And the communications maybe are getting stronger and more open and things like that, okay? In your current energies, something has ended and now your dreams are coming true. Okay, and again, so I do feel like for the majority of you, it will be your connection with spirit. For a select few of you, this is maybe a connection that is more of a spiritual connection, but it is a partnership. And then I have, listen. You need to listen to the messages and things that are coming through. I feel like right now you are listening to your internal nudges, you're listening. You're open. And you got the crown chakra. So a decision has been made to open to the messages coming through to you, okay? Let's see what the angels have to say to you. What more can you tell me about this? Also, I'm reading it too in your recent past. Maybe you've moved past a physical partnership into a more spiritual partnership, right? Which has moved you into this energy right here where you're more open to the universe. So you have recovery. So I do feel like you were recovering perhaps from maybe an illness, something like that, but it feels like you have the help of spirit right now. A timing card. Now, usually I only dig into the recent past and the recent future, which only goes about 6 months max. Okay, this, however, is saying a year from now. So I believe that a year from now, you're gonna look back and see that everything's completely changed because of this connection that you have with spirit, okay? There is something around in your energy that you need help with. So if this is in regards to your spiritual ascension or your spiritual growth, maybe right now you are in the energy where you are just starting out learning your intuitive abilities. So, what Spirit is coming across saying is you need to reach out to others to help develop these spiritual abilities, okay? Let's get one more. Remain positive. You need to remain positive moving forward. Don't let negativity or fear enter. Okay. All right. What else? Give me some more. Or not. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Manifest your dreams. I feel like your energy right now is you are manifesting your dreams. Okay. Okay. Your very near future. Your very near future. I feel like you're embracing this new beginning, this partnership with Spirit, okay, or this spiritual connection with another person, okay. You are really moving into embracing it. Spirit, though, saying you have to make a choice, a conscious decision to choose your battles in the future, because I am feeling like you will be faced with opposition, naysayers, low vibe, deceptions and illusions, okay, around you. And Spirit is saying you have to remain passionate and with a love for yourself. So if someone's telling you no, you can't, you're not good enough, or you're a fraud, or something like that, or you're just making stuff up, things like that, Spirit saying, like, change your focus. Don't, it's almost like you need to have you need to change your focus and to love and not hate towards these perceptions, because people can only perceive based on their past experience. They can't perceive any farther outside that without doing the healing they need to do. And sometimes people are very focused only on the logical, the negative, they can't see outside, they can't see the bigger picture, they can only see what they see in front of them. So if they're constantly watching the news and they're constantly fed with negative information, they can only see that. They can't zoom out and see, well, why is this happening in the first place? They can't see all the contributing factors that are contributing to what's happening or why it's happening. So Spirit saying don't let that influence you, because there's a lot of abundance for you but you have to change your focus first. You can't focus on all that negative, that everything that's pulling you down, false triggers, just illusions around you, which are actually delusions. We create our own delusions by not being able to see outside what's right in front of us, if that makes sense. So, have you ever okay, you're something happens to you at work, let's say. For the majority of this is how this comes across. You're at work, someone says something to you that is triggering to you. But you don't do anything. You just take it. And then but instead of setting boundaries, instead of saying, okay, well, I understand, but why do you feel this way? And make them kind of understand, like, maybe a different perspective or something. You just leave it and you just take it and you just scurry away. And they go off happy and whatever. They took a little bit of your energy, they left you drained. Okay, now you go home, you make your dinner, you spend time with your family, but then you go take a shower and you go to bed. Now all of a sudden you're in relax mode. Now your mind starts racing. Well, I should have said that. Well, I should have did this. Well, I should have. And you're overwhelmed and bombarded. And then you're like, well, this could have happened or that could have happened, or scenarios that never even happened. They're all delusions. They're not real. They didn't happen. You didn't say it. It didn't happen. And the problem is when we start doing that, say the next day we go into work, now that energy's still swirling around your energy. Those thoughts are still, now all of a sudden, those things you started to imagine happening, now they're starting to happen in the outside of your energy field, because now the other person is picking up on them and almost like grabbing them out of your energy field. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you keep your thoughts high, focus on manifesting your dreams, remain positive, changing your focus, so every time these negative thoughts come in, these racing thoughts, I gotta do this, or this would happen, or this might happen, or I should have said that, or whatever, you can, look up a YouTube mantra of how to release, or just, shift your mindset into something positive, like journal, write things that make you feel good. Start with that. Do something to change your mentality. And positive affirmations, there's hundreds of them. There's hundreds of videos on that. So just put a set of headphones in and start listening to that every night. Just something that shifts your mentality, your focus. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so surrender cards for you. Okay, what does pile 2 need to surrender? Okay. Yeah. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Isn't that what I was just talking about? Like, surrender, and those unhealthy relationships might not just be with other people, but in your own mind. Like, you're creating unhealthy relationships in your mind. Okay, let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So, let's say you're doing all your positive affirmations, you're doing everything, and then you go into work, and then this person's all negative and attacking to you, and you respond, not react, respond with something that turns around and triggers them, and they run away all angry. Remember not to hold that in your energy field. Don't turn around and have guilt for it. Don't turn around and take it on as yours, or set your boundaries and stick to them, basically, and bring your energy field up, and they can do whatever. Just walk away from those partnerships and those toxic, unhealthy relationships, because you can't change them. Even though you change your thoughts and stuff and maybe their reactions towards you, you still can't change that person. They're still going to be toxic. They're still going to be unhealthy. So let them be that way. You don't have to be. Make a conscious effort that you don't have to be that way. You can just walk away. Send them love and healing, and that's all really you can do. Energetically, that's all you can do. But don't let them overrun your thoughts or take over your mind or make you feel less than. Okay. And remember, message from the universe, most people are just trying to survive. So another thing popping in is their reaction to you, or your reaction to them, is always action, I guess I want to say, action of the past. So their experiences, your experiences, your reaction is going to be way different than their reaction, because you experience different things on your life journey. So don't expect somebody to react well. Like, say if you come at them and you're expressing love and compassion and whatever, don't expect them to react to you or to respond to you with hugs and kisses and blah blah blah, because they might get completely triggered based off their past experiences and go away really ticked. And so don't expect a certain reaction, because that's how you would react or respond. Okay, so just remember, most people are just trying to survive. Okay, just remember, most people are so beguiled by your charm, awe, by your confidence, and inspired by your choices, they simply forget to say thank you, please, and I love you like crazy. As often as they feel the urge, let's not be one of those people. Thank you, please, I love you like crazy, the universe. So that's kind of backs up what I say. So you might trigger them. They might have a element of respect for you, but they may not say it. They may go away later. They may be the ones in their bed at night thinking all these things, and they might think, they're right, but they're not going to admit that, because their ego self won't let them at their stage in their journey. Right? So, okay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so that was pile 2. Okay, let's move on to pile 3. Pile 3. Oh my lord, what do you have to say, pile 3? Sorry, I'm just talking to my dog. Okay, pile 3 calling in. Pile 3 energies. Spirit guides, angels. Anyone who has a message for pile 3 today? And one more. Nice. Okay, so let's use these guys. Let's use these guys, because we haven't used them in a really long time. Alright. Please, Spirit, give me messages that pile 3 needs to hear today. What does pile 3 need to hear today? Oh, guess you need to hear that. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry. Okay. In your recent past, I am believing that in your recent past, you had a lot of abundance. You had a lot of new beginnings coming in, things like that. Something happened, felt like a storm, a tornado, and yeah, I am picking up on someone. This is an actual tornado or an actual storm that affected your material abundance, basically. And your foundations were forever changed. So you are now sitting in the energy of balance. So you're trying to find balance to your structures, to communicating those structures. And it's almost like you're waiting for an angel to come in and save you. In your current energies, you're in the energy of broken heart. So something, and I believe this is a partnership. Yeah. So either you have recently broke up with someone or something like that. You have the Patience upside down card, and you have the anxiety in your current energies, okay? So I feel like you were impatient about something. You wanted your new beginnings. You were trying to heal things. But I do feel like you were left out in the cold somehow. Okay, yeah, there's an element of you not having patience. You want it. You want you want your cornucopia back. So you want all your riches, and you want, yeah, for someone, I feel like if this wasn't like an actual storm, which I feel for somebody it actually was an actual storm or flood or fire or something like that, like a natural disaster that came in. But unfortunately, you became in the I lost this energy. I lost it, and you just became so overwhelmed and stressed over the fact you lost this cornucopia. It almost feels like there was someone around you trying to balance this out, but you weren't having any part of it, and you kept, your heart was so broken over what you lost, you actually lost them too. So then now you felt like, oh my god, my patience, it's over, like I want this now. Why is everything falling apart? I feel like this, and it created this anxiety for you that you kind of can't, it almost feels like your current energy, you can't move past this anxiety that you have, okay? Wow. I'm sorry for you. Sorry you feel that way. Wow. Spirit. Okay, let's get more on how you feel here. Ooh. Yeah, you feel like there's wasn't receptivity about how you were feeling. Like the other person was trying to just make light of the situation. Um, but you're just focused on what you lost, and you're feeling very unworthy about the situation. Yeah, it was to do around commitment, right? This also might be just about a situation that was recently lost that came in fast, right? Like, not an actual storm for some of you. It could be like a partnership that was just abruptly ended, but it felt like a storm, okay? You're in the wanting to escape. There is some guilt around this. You feel guilty, maybe there was something more you could have done. Um, know that that's a broken idea. You can't. It's coming from being broken. Yeah, it feels like you think that certain things are just irreplaceable. Okay, maybe this partnership or whatever, and you're daydreaming. You're in this one, I am always longing for you. So this does feel like for some of you a partnership. You are you felt this was an abundant partnership. You felt, and then you lost it very quickly. You were trying to find balance, or they were, and then yeah, now you've got a lot of anxiety. Um, you're looking for that reciproc that repros I don't know how to say that. You're looking for that repro that you're looking for that. So, the reciprocal. I can't say it. I can't say it right now. I just said it like a moment ago, I'm pretty sure, but I can't say it. So it's making, because you can't find that, you are feeling very unworthy. Um, you had that commitment, but now Either they ran away or you ran away. Somebody's feeling guilty on feeling like it is you, because you feel like they're irreplaceable and you're dreaming about them. However, Spirit wanting you to move past that, okay? Because you hold the power within yourself to get out of that energy. So what must you do to get out of this energy, please, Spirit? What must they do to get out of this energy? Oh, Jesus. And it's flying out. So, let's see. You need to simplify your life, okay? It feels like, yeah, you did have a lot of abundance before, but it feels like now it's time to just let it all go, to simplify it, to move on. You need to stand firm about what's important to you. And stand firm about your worth. Stand firm about your behaviors, or perhaps their behaviors, or whatever. So if they are thinking of coming back, and maybe you're longing for them to come back. However, Spirit coming across saying, remember, your past is your past for a reason. People are in your past for a reason, because you learned that lesson already. So it's time to move forward. So stand firm. Don't let them bring false promises or anything like that. Communicate freely. The other thing is, I communicate from the depths of my being. So you need to communicate your desires, your passions, that sort of thing. You need to speak from the heart when you do. So if this is a situation where you broke up, and, like, let's say it is because of your inability to let go, we need to communicate freely about that. Okay? And you know, take that as for face value. Like, if you go forward and communicate to someone, they were the love of your life, you're so sorry that you messed up because you burned down the house, or sorry, whatever the case may be, and you were lost in despair. You were focused not on losing them, but all the material things that you lost, you were focused there instead of focusing on what you really should have been lost, and they ran away, and now you want them back. And Spirit is saying, communicate that, but take that. So if they say, no, you know what, you were unappreciative of me and the situation, and I've learned, and take that for what it is. Okay? Don't try and hang on, because take the lessons from it, and move on, because there's most likely something better for you, right? That you're more deserving of. Okay? And them too. So let it be. Okay, and then if you do this, you're gonna move into the happy family. So your near future is filled with structure and family, but and the world. New partnerships after endings. Okay, as well, your door to value, it's gonna increase. Okay, so you will feel, when you move on from whatever this is, when you move on from that, you're going to understand that there's more out there in the world for you, and it is going to lead you to new unions, new beginnings, more structure, more financial wealth, financial stability. It's going to lead you there. Just abundance in general, right? But you have to move past your current inability to let go of material things and the behaviors and things like that. Like, because there is an element to being right here. There is an element to ego here, like you want to be right about something or you don't want to admit something. And you have to move past that, okay, in order to have stuff. Yeah. Yep, surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. So, yeah, move past that need to be right, you know, because I do feel like within your energy, yeah, you're holding on to some. Honestly, you burned down the house. Like, you can take that. That is literal for probably somebody, but figuratively, you burn down the house for the rest of you. And you need to take ownership of your part you played in the burning down of the house. I know that's figurative, but yeah, that's how spirit is bringing it across to me. Okay. So if this is a relationship that fell apart, uh, spirit saying like you played a very big role in this relationship falling apart, and your inability to balance that, or it's the whole reason that it fell apart so fast, right? And there is an element of guilt and stuff that you can release yourself from, but you have to move past that within your mind. Okay, let's get a message from the universe. Sometimes the good is hidden. So yeah, I feel like good things are coming to you. You just have to move past this. And this might be, I am feeling for a few of you that this is unfixable. This is like you just have to take the lessons and you have to go. You have to stop trying to hold on to the situation and think things are irreplaceable, because everything's replaceable. Everything is replaceable. Everything. Your house is replaceable. So if you literally burnt down your house is replaceable. Even if that means living in a cardboard box. A box is a house. That sounds harsh, but that's the reality of the situation. It's replaceable. How you replace it, well, that depends on you, but it's replaceable. Okay? Find the good in what they said or asked. It's always there, even if they didn't mean for it to be there. Sherlockly yours, the universe. P.S. Clues for what you want are hidden all around you. So I do feel like there were gifts around you, but perhaps you didn't see them because you were too focused on what you lost, not what you had. Yeah, I think that's all Spirit wants to say. Yes. So, food for thought for somebody. Okay, right on. Okay, I hope that this helped you, and I hope you stay happy, healthy, and safe. And until next time, take care.